I want to be clear before we start. I don't consider this a race. There are different kinds of cars in this world. Some cars are meant for fun and some are meant for pure speed. You ready to learn, kid? Let's get rolling.
Hey everyone, toshiibeats here, and today I am back on Lime Rock, but I am in Kiyoshi Sudo's Evo 3.
My Evo 3 can corner with the best!
Yep, I'm in Team Emperor's actual Evo. This thing, it's honestly, it feels pretty balanced. I can drive pretty wild with the thing, and it still finds its place back. I'm pretty sure that's due to the all-wheel drive, but either way, this thing is it's actually set up to be a good track car. I ran a minute and 3 seconds before I actually loaded this up, because now my thought was, yo, if this is good, how is it against an actual modified Subaru? So for right now, what I'm going to do for this episode, slightly different. I'm going to take a fictional car and run it against an actual car that's been slightly modified. So for this, we have an Evo versus a WRX. So we'll see how this turns out. So right now I'm going to try to go ahead and run a few hot laps, see what kind of times I can get, and then I'm going to bring out the Subaru, and we'll see what we can compare to. Yeah, honestly, I have not changed anything in the settings for this car. I've only added a full tank of gas. And the power is great coming through this. It almost feels like it was kind of sort of made for this. The only thing I want now at this point is a little bit better of a tire. I find myself sliding quite a bit. Staying through fourth, through that whole section. The car just makes power, although it's less than the Subaru will be, but this is a little bit lighter in weight, so I'm hoping that will help. Oh my God. I don't know how I'm faster through that section when I was all off track at that other spot. You gotta keep speed more through this section. Brake a little bit later. There's no way I'm faster and I went off track. I really wanted to edit that part out, but the fact that I did go off, and if this is the faster lap time, that just kind of goes to show you that it's a very forgiving car. I just got to get my braking right, because even with the smallest amount of braking, this car just wants to dive in. And I'm pretty sure it's just set up like that so it can kind of rotate around corners better. But for the sake of how I'm trying to do things now, it makes it a little sketchy, but fun. Into fourth. And fourth, like I said, you could just stay in fourth this whole time along the backside of this track. A little bit heavy on the brakes there. It was not the best turn. But if I can get that 103 again, that'd be great. There we go. So there's that 103, minus a second. All right, so let me go get that Subaru out, and we can see what that thing will do. Here we are in the baby driver spec Subaru, and we're going uphill at the back of Lime Rock. And I'm very curious to see what this car is going to do. Like I said, 400 plus horsepower in this thing. It doesn't feel as sketchy as the Evo did in terms of balance going around these turns. But in terms of power, oh yeah, it's very scary. The only thing I'm really starting to notice with this car though, down low, if you're not in boost, it takes a while for it to kick in. and you're just kind of hanging around waiting for it. But when it does, you really got to hang on. Doing a lot of feathering with this thing because of the power. Here we go, good section. Those divots in the road I was talking about. Into third. This thing just makes all the right sounds, honestly. Oh man, yeah, I'm probably gripping the wheel too hard. This is fun. This car is really doing it for me right now. Okay, first fastest lap, 104. Let's see if we can get that 103 like the Evo. I mean, honestly, I feel faster. I feel more balanced going through these turns. I'd be a little sad if I can't get this thing to be where the Evo is, or faster, especially with all this power. Then if I don't, then you know it's a driver mod, so somebody can do better than me. Slower in that section, are you serious? I feel like I'm really pulling up this hill now. Probably too much braking. Honestly, just the feel that this gives driving over the Evo makes me want to be here more. And I know the Evo is a lot older. It's literally an Evo 3, and I'm comparing that to this one. But yeah, this feels great. 103. So we both ran 103. Oh my gosh. Using this runway. You see what I'm talking about with the boost. Yeah, it takes a second to get going. So there it is. All right, I do feel like I could have gotten more out of this car, but there's going to be some time being spent with it. And I know I'm not going to be able to just get it out on a day, but honestly, I'm happy to see that these both ran a 103. I'm going to have to go back and see which one actually ran the faster 103, but deep down I want the Mitsubishi to win, but I feel like the Subaru could easily do it. Like, this just feels so much more balanced. All right, so I'm going to try to give it one more quick lap. I know I just kind of messed up my timing back there, but oh, big brakes. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Braking in these two cars does not feel as consistent as it should be. I could drive this thing all day. You know, I've had this car for some time, and I thought it was a scarier thing to deal with. But on the open track like this, it's perfect. But as always, I'll show the times and stuff on the screen, but as always, the links are in the description. And you know what I like to say, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next car. I got to keep doing more comparisons because this was a good one. Try to downshift. Have a little bit more power coming uphill. Oh my gosh, man. I feel like I'm going so fast. And I'm blaming the tires. There was a decrease in time in that section. But how is it now? Should I have not downshifted going up that hill? We'll see. Yep, should not have downshifted. Yo, that's crazy. All right.